Welcome to Mother Like You Mean It. I am Jermaine, and my husband Ricky and I have 10 children. So if we don't have something helpful to say, then we're just not doing a very good job. What does Mother Like You Mean It mean? It means that motherhood is more important than anyone is telling you. Motherhood done well is unspeakably far-reaching, and motherhood done not so well is also unspeakably far-reaching. The stakes are really high, so mother like you mean it. Mother fiercely, resolutely, purposefully, with soul, watchfully, defiantly, gracefully, masterfully. Your children really are arrows in your hand. Often I feel equipped and excited about what I'm doing as a mama, and sometimes I feel like I'm completely underwater, but I am always grieved that no one is really talking about motherhood. I want there to be so much more conversation about motherhood, but it has to be really intentional and purposeful conversation that actually helps us to be better. I want to hear things and see things that make me grateful for what I am doing well. And I also want to be aware of what I could be doing better. When Ricky and I had been married for a few years and we had a few children, I told him that I felt like I was absolutely drowning. I told him that being a mama was harder than anyone had told me. And I said that I wasn't sure that I could actually do this. While I have felt this way less and less over time, I will never not feel this way from time to time. When you realize the value of motherhood, the reach and the depth and the beauty and the promise, it only follows that this would be the hardest gig in the world. Raising children is really hard. Raising excellent children is even harder. Raising children who want to be life-giving adults is bold and decided, and doing all of this in spite of yourself seems almost impossible. Mothering is beyond description in every crushingly difficult way and in every stunningly powerful way. Mothering like you mean it means that there is no room to be self-centered or petty or weak or entitled or grumbling or pathetic, all of these things that we are so naturally inclined to do. It should be the birthright of every child to have a mama who is fiercely and selflessly devoted, a mama who works relentlessly to be who she is not inclined to be. If you're feeling a little defeated, here's some really good news. Most of your difficulties are not because you're just not cut out for this, or because your children are nuts, or because this whole thing is just entirely too difficult. Many of your difficulties are just logistical. And what I mean by logistics are all of the how-tos: how to feed a family, how to make your home everyone's favorite place to be, how to instill a love for learning in your children, how to discipline, how to raise polite children, how to get children to eat, how to manage finances, how to do the laundry, how to handle sibling relationships, how to parent older children. If you can confront these logistics, both big and small, you will stop being constantly confronted by them. You can't just let life happen to you. Confronting the logistics are what these videos will be about. Many of us are living, albeit kind of accidentally, an unorganized life. We are too busy and we lack a purposeful order. If we are too busy or lack a purposeful order, we live life like a river diverted in 30 different directions. We will be all over the place in 30 different directions, but we will be nowhere with force and purpose. With force and purpose, tackle each of the unorganized areas in your home and knit your children together so that they actually like and love each other. And see to it that your children are learning and fascinated by the world. With force and purpose, confront your own struggles and shortcomings. With force and purpose, see to it that your children bless those around them with an excited greeting and intentional conversations. With force and purpose, decide who you are raising and make your decisions toward that goal. No matter the difficulty, the approach is always the same: force and purpose. Be a force to be reckoned with for a great purpose. In an ideal world, you and I would get to hang out consistently and often, and I would see all of the little things that make your life one whole entire life. If I know you in real life, we are seeing each other, but nowhere near enough. I have been fortunate enough to watch you, and you have no idea how helpful you are to me. You make me want to be a better mama. You are often kinder and more watchful than I am. You do special things for your children that I wouldn't think of. And you have ideas that never would have occurred to me. Because you and I have all of these children, we just won't ever be able to get through the conversations that we want to and that we need to have. So YouTube it is, and I am both a little disgusted by this, and I am also pretty excited about this. We should be doing this in person, and social media should never, ever replace real life friendships, but this is a pretty great use of social media. It's pretty great to watch YouTube videos that teach you how to diagnose your truck's exhaust manifold or perfect carving on your snowboard or to train your horses, but it is fantastic to discuss motherhood in a meaningful way and see some real life ideas that will hopefully allow us to mother like we mean it, with force and purpose.